Hello, my beautiful souls. This is your weekly Twin Flame Soulmate reading. Welcome if you're new. Thank you to all those who support this channel by liking, sharing, subscribing. It really makes the channel grow and evolve so I can make more content and more videos for your healing and for you to manifest and manifest everything you want. So getting into your power and your healing, everything. So you guys, this super moon that we just had a few days ago was really, really intense, and it brought up a lot of, emotions and your subconscious fears for some of you who have, kept all that inside of you or put it on the back burner. So there's a lot of emotions coming to the surface with this full moon. And some of you might have felt it before. Like, I'm very sensitive. I feel energies way before. And this was like it's labeled as the super moon. So a lot of fears that came to the surface. A lot of people have been triggered. We also have Mercury in retrograde, which does not, really help with that in a sense. And when I say doesn't help, I mean it's not comfortable, okay? So a lot of you might have had, people triggering you, but it's not that you're a victim of the trigger. It's more like you need to bring that to the surface and release that. So that's what the super moon did. Also, since Mercury's in retrograde, a lot of things get lost in translation. So there's a lot of misunderstandings. So if someone says something, you might misunderstand it. You might take it in a different way. So know that. And it's really easy to say, don't get hurt, or don't be, angry or mad at the person or whatever it is. But it really, when Mercury is in retrograde, there's a lot of misunderstandings. There's things that are lost in translation. So make sure that you look at things from a higher perspective. Make sure that you listen to people, what they're telling you. And if it triggers you and you get angry, just pull back your energy. Come back to it when you have, centered, meditated, whatnot, because there's a lot of these things coming up. And I would love to know in the comments if you're experiencing these things. What kind of circumstances or situations have you been in this past week or so that has really affected you? So it's all about releasing this. That's what the full moon is for. It's about releasing all the tension. It's about detoxing, purifying your energy, okay? Because there's so many things going on in the cosmos, okay, when there is a super moon especially. And I'm refraining my guides. We're like, no, I'm not doing any more readings when there's a super moon, like right before the super moon, because everything is so magnified, all the energies, and it's a lot for me, and it's a lot for my clients to take, okay, because so much comes to the surface. And I just want you to remember, I'm just a messenger. So it has, I'm just a channel. So it's not really that, like, I'm bringing up things. It's like your guides are, helping you. And this is, you might think of it as tough love, but certain things need to come to the surface for you to heal them and release them. Okay, so know this. And some of you also are experiencing a lot of physical symptoms with this super moon. I know I have. I have a lot of pain. Pain and feeling run down. So if anybody feels run down or has had like weird pains you can't explain, just let me know in the comments below, because I'd like to know what people are feeling so I can make a video related to full moons and what to do to balance out the energies, okay? So that's that, guys. Let's get into the reading. So for Divine Feminines, I feel like for a lot of you, you did get really intense energies, tower moments when it comes to this full moon. And this is to put you in balance of the energies and know how to balance your energies, okay? When it comes to this connection. So there's a few things. Some of you are holding on to the masculine for like dear life, you know, like holding on, clinging on. Some of you might have had communication coming in from the masculine, or like a communication lines opening. So this is what they want to say, okay? So when the communication lines open, this does not mean drop your life and get on the masculine, okay? I'm not talking about physically. That's not what they're saying. What they're saying is know how to balance the divine masculine in your life and balance your own life, okay? So you should have a life without the masculine. And that's the whole point of when they say balance your feminine and masculine energies, okay? So, and remember, do not chase the masculine, okay? You have to balance that out. You can't be all or nothing. So keep that in mind. For some of you, it's like what you're doing is, it's like you're kind of I don't like to use the word chase, okay? When I say, yeah, when they're saying chase, they don't mean like you're, you know, literally chasing them, or like you're all, you know. What it means is like blowing up their phone, you know, really like clinging on to the masculine, okay? Everybody needs their space, and know this. The masculine is going through major healing and transformation. They are closing karmic cycles. So you need to give them space. And when you are chasing, I'm going to use chasing again because that's what the overall collective is. That's what they're telling me. The overall collective uses that label. So chasing, okay? We're going to go with chasing. When you're chasing the masculine, it's fear energy. It's lack energy. In turn, since the masculine is trying to overcome fear energy and lack energy, and that's really most of the, you know, problem, I should say, the challenge for masculine to not have fears related to this union, and that's why they keep running and shutting down, right? Shutting down communication, you know, for some of you, falling off the face of the earth for your masculines, right? So when you chase the divine masculine, you are putting fear energy, further fear energy into this connection. So they want you to pull back, okay? They want you to pull back and balance out your energies. You are repelling them by clinging onto them, is what they're telling me. You're repelling. Okay, it's worse for you. And this is not to say, they are telling me if you reach out to divine masculine, like, you know, just to see how they're doing or whatever, and then you don't get a reply back, don't keep on blowing up their phone. Don't. Okay, that's not going to help. They are going through a lot. Do not put more fear energy into this union. That's the last thing you need. Okay, And stop over analyzing every single thing, is what they're telling me. Every single, oh, they didn't write back, they took 5 hours to write back, whatnot. Things like that. Don't overthink it, okay? People need space. And some of you don't know what space is what they're telling me. I'm sorry, I'm just giving you, some of you don't know what personal space is, okay? So, and this is the way to look at it. Some of my feminines, some of you guys are different than the masculines, okay? And we're gonna stereotype here because these are the energies, okay? If you're predominantly feminine, when you are going through a lot in your life, when you're going through chaos or everything seems, you know, at a like whack in your life, you turn to your partner. You turn to the person you love, right? You turn to your best friends. You turn to family. Whoever you turn to, like you turn to your loved ones, right? You're like, okay, that's what they're telling me. There's this group. If this relates to you, listen up. So you turn to them and you want to, you know, you talk about it. You're like, okay, what should I do? I don't know what to do. Can you guys give me some advice? Help me out here, this and that, right? So you say, you turn to your loved ones, okay? Masculines are not like that, okay? Masculines can go through hell and back, go through chaos, go through destruction, and they will only listen to themselves, okay? They will not go talk about it to their friends. They will not go talk about it to their family. They will not ask anyone for advice. There are masculines that are like that, okay? So you're probably, some of you are hurt that your masculine is going through so much and you're not included. They're not reaching out to you and saying, hey, you know, whoever, Jackie, I'm going through so much. I don't know what to do. I mean, asking you for advice or whatever, you're hurt by that. So don't be hurt. That's just the way they deal with things. And you all know that the masculine has issues with expressing themselves, expressing their emotions, okay? For some of you, you're masculine. If you ask them, how do you feel about that? And we've said this before, they'll reply, I don't know. They don't know how to tell you how they feel because they don't even know how to answer that question. They're not used to that. They're not used to, you know how you go to a therapist, like a psychologist or therapist, and you tell them about a situation and they ask you, how do you feel about that? And your answer is, I feel anger. I'm pissed off. I'm disappointed. I'm this. I'm that. I feel like crap. Whatever it is, okay? The masculine is not like you, okay? They want you to know that. The masculine is not like you. That's why, if you'll notice, most masculines are not open to therapy or psychologists or counseling. They are not, because they don't even know. They think it's a waste of money. They think it's BS. Why am I going to go tell a stranger how I feel? I don't even know how I feel. I don't even know. That's the ones that lash out. That's the ones with the short tempers, because if they normally express their emotions fully like you do, feminines, then you wouldn't have to get to the place of getting therapy or psychology or whatever, right? So I just want you to keep that in mind. And I know it really bothers a lot of you, and you're like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to think about this, you know, anymore. They keep hurting me. They're not opening up to me. They're not telling me how they feel. And that's why I'm like paranoid what they're doing, how they're shut down. Okay? They're shut down. And I have to stress for some of you, is what they're telling me. If you can't take this now, how do you think you will be in a committed relationship? How do you think it's going to be when you're living with your masculine, or when you're married, when you get married? So keep that in mind. If you can't go through this and it's too much for you, and you feel like there is an imbalance, you're not balanced in your energies, how do you think you're going to make it work? I want you to question that, okay? Later, after this video. Yeah, just think about that. Think how you're going to overcome that, okay? So when it comes to, I'm going to pull some cards. Let's see what's in the masculine's headspace. I know this journey is not easy. It takes a lot. But the most important thing they keep telling me is balance. Balancing out those energies. Not everything is black and white, you guys. Okay? When it comes to this union, you gotta be in the gray area. The gray area. Okay? It's not all or nothing. And patience, trust is so key. Not paying attention to what's going on in the physical, about, you know, there's no clear communication, the communication is not consistent, or I have no communication. Wow, too many cards are coming out. Wow, this is very interesting. Okay, so the masculines are releasing attachments. Sorry, my cards are always like fly out all over the place, and so they're releasing attachments, and this has to do with, you know, the third party. Like I said before, third parties are, you know, either like the karmic partners, or family, or friends, or situations. It could be anything, okay? So the karmic attachment, they are releasing that, which is great news. For some of you, they're in the midst of it right now. As we speak, they're in the midst of it. But with this, I mean, those are contracts. They're ending. So, okay. For some, what's coming up is your masculine has something to do with a court date, is what I'm getting. And it's going to go in their favor. So this court date is coming up. And this has to do with the karmic attachment they have to that. It's a contract. Okay, so it's from another lifetime. So whatever this court case or settlement, it doesn't have to be in court. It could be mediation. It's about them releasing karma. So it's finally being released once the court date is here. For others of you, it has to do with, you know, a partner or family is what I'm getting strong. So wrapping that up, at the same time, this is causing a lot of anxiety for the masculine. Sleepless nights, overthinking, overanalyzing, what do I do? A lot of masculines are going through financial issues, crisis, losing jobs, losing finances. For some of them, they're waiting on settlements that have been delayed. Um, God, every time I talk about masculines, my throat like gets filled up. So, a lot of them have not expressed this to you. Okay, so they might be going through a court case you don't know about, a settlement that they're waiting on that they have not expressed to you, that has been delayed. For some, it's been delayed for a while, is what I'm getting. Okay, so finally that's coming in. Because it's like for some of them, because of financial issues, some of them are waiting on finances when it comes to this court case. So what it is that what's been holding them back from moving forward, and not forward without use, what I mean forward in their life. And you all know that masculines are trying to live a new lifestyle, right? So money is really a factor when it comes to this. And they are, they're waiting to take action. So if your masculine is moving at a snail's pace, for some of you, it has to do with finances, okay? So it's like they want to move forward. They want to take action. They want to come home to you. What they're telling me is that finances play a big role. So if this has to do with a case, a settlement, they're waiting for that to you know, come towards you, is what I'm getting. That's why they're slower than you want, feminine. And for some of you, that's why they're not telling you. The masculine, okay, when it comes to money, the masculine has a group of masculines have been really betrayed. People taking their money, people using them for their money, whatnot. So it's like they don't want to express that to you because they don't know how to express that to you in a peaceful way because they're so mad about it. Very mad, disappointed. So it's like what I'm seeing is a masculine just waiting for this. It's like they think it's like their what is it called? They're using a meal ticket. Their meal ticket, like to their new life. Okay, this court case that I'm talking about, the settlement, this money, whatever. So that's when they want to take action. Okay, and they want to put in. So if your masculine was like taking money from you or like you supported them, okay, they want to come forward. They want to take action with an equal give and receiving. I don't like saying taking, but equal giving and receiving. They want a fair union, okay? So they're waiting to take action when it comes to that. So you'll know who you are, who this resonates with. They know, okay? So if your masculine has taken, you know, kind of, you feel taken advantage of financially, it's like they know that you did a lot for them. And they're waiting to take action is what I want to say towards you, feminine. So I feel like for a lot of you, that's the block. Besides the karmic attachments to family or karmic partners, which I feel like, I'm going to check this out, what this card means. Wow, I'm getting a scent of someone. Who uses Lang Lang? Whoever uses that, I'm getting your energy. Yeah, so if your masculine betrayed you, they're holding on to the betrayal and they are thinking about how they screwed up. And that's why they're guarded when it comes to reaching out for you. They think you're going to bring that up. They think you're going to bite their head off is what I'm getting. They're scared, okay? They're scared that you're going to tell them off or you're going to, you know. And whose masculine has a classic car? It's dark. It's like black or gray charcoal, like a classic. Like I'm not really good with classic cars, but it looks like either like a Chevy Super Sport or I don't know, like a Dodge. Could be a Dodge. Like a, I don't know, I'm so bad with like a 60s or 70s like car. They really miss you very much. You're on their mind 24/7 and they regret the way they treated you and they want to come back, but they don't know how to approach you. They're scared, okay? They know they screwed up big time with you for what they did. And that's a message, I'm sure, to not many people, but that's one person. Yeah, so think about whoever's masculine has that car. They really miss you and they want to come back, okay? They don't know how to reach out to you. So most of the masculines that went through that type of betrayal, they're scared. Even if you have opened the door to communication or like let them know that you forgave them, it doesn't matter. They're still scared to come back in is what I'm getting. They're overthinking it. How do I approach the feminine? How do I look at what popped out. So they're heartbroken at what they did to you, okay? It's like they're feeling how heartbroken you are right now to whatever they did to you in the past. Yeah, and that's why they're not reaching out. They're not reaching out. They're not reaching out because they don't know how your reaction will be. And it's like, okay, this is so cute. So it's like they want to move into calmer waters with you, leave the past in the past, in order to get the, you know, the wish fulfillment that they know they can have with you. But it's like they don't know how to overcome this. The turbulence you had in the past. A lot was said that they didn't mean. Some of your masculines put you down and they keep playing that over and over in their head. Like I put my feminine down, that I was so brutal. And they're sorry. Okay. So hope. They're not giving up hope, okay, to be with you. So, okay, this is another message. There's a group of masculines that are higher self is, they're hearing their higher self, okay? So there's this portal that just opened up. And I've talked about this, I think, in the last video, which is the 3-3 portal, which is really 333, but it's the March 3rd portal that opened up. So some of your masculines are really listening to higher self. They are having, you know, this battle listening to themselves, like their lower self, I should say, who is in anxiety and in depressive states, but at the same time listening to higher self. And what they're telling me is this group, the masculines, are coming into themselves, which means themselves means their soul self, their higher self. So a lot of them are having realizations about this connection, about themselves, on the necessary steps they need to take to get back into union with you. Heart chakra's opening, you guys. Heart chakra's opening. I love this. So if you've been getting palpitations, especially at night before you go to sleep, that's your masculine. Heart chakra's opening, okay? Right before bedtime. I love it. It's beautiful. Yeah, so they're coming into themselves, okay? And I have to tell you guys, for some of you, this is going to be a shocker for you guys. So once this group that I'm speaking about, this is, this step, I should say, is going to cause, it sounds negative, but it's going to, yeah, it's going to manifest union, okay? Union in a sense of like the loving union, the balanced union you want, okay? So, what they're also telling me is this group I'm speaking about, the masculine, since their portal is opening, okay, the portal has opened, I should say, to higher self, these are the ones that have hope that you're going to be together regardless, okay? Not giving up hope. They're moving out of hostilities in order to take action and reunion, okay? This is a group of masculines. So moving out of hostilities, okay? I don't know how to do this the other way around. Moving out of hostilities to take action to reunite. Celebration, happy times, okay? This is not to say that masculine is going to come and, you know, it's going to take time and patience and balance, a mutual understanding, but these are the masculines. That group that I'm speaking about is because they've opened the door to their personal healing and happiness. They know you're taking the steps to healing. They know that the lifestyle they lived is not working out for them, that has screwed them over, okay? So these are the ones that the portal has opened, and they are going into like a different consciousness, which is higher self, listening to higher self, and that's where the ultimate happiness is. That's where the sun will shine for them. If your masculine has ever told you, the sun has not shined for me, or I'm bad luck, like I have such bad luck or whatever, that's who I'm talking about. Okay, so those masculines, if that resonates with you, and it's because they're opening up the door to spirit. Okay, because the door to spirit is just trusting. So if your masculine has been more of the practical kind of person, like very logical, whatever, they're realizing, like if they were the King of Swords, you know, they know now that not everything is practical. Not everything is logic. Not everything is evidence. Coming out of that. Not to say that everything is, you know what I mean? It's more of a balance that they're coming into. And for some, what I'm getting is like, they want to know you still care regardless of you. Okay, and this has come up in other videos. Whoever gave masculine ultimatums, or, you know, walked away if the masculine was not behaving or giving them what they want, more of like a prize. Like looking at it as, oh, if you didn't do this, then, you know, I'm out. That kind of behavior. It's like they didn't let go of you because they don't want you. They let go of you because you're not accepting them for what they're going through, okay? They feel like you didn't have compassion for them. That's what they're seeking. Compassion, attention, nurturing, like showing them that you care. You know, okay, this is the analogy they're giving me. Like, you know when you're a kid and you're like, okay, I'm talking about like elementary school, okay? You know when you're a kid and like you're like, you have friends and like, so, like I've seen other kids do this. I remember this. This is what they're telling me. You know how like they're like, I'm not going to be your friend if you know, if you don't play, I don't know, if you don't come to my house after school, or some like BS stuff. You know when you're kids, you like say the dumbest things, and I've heard kids say that, like, if you don't, you know, let me use your eraser, or I don't know, you're not my friend. You know, like, you know, that like really childish things, like you. That's how it looks like when you're an adult and you're giving the masculine ultimatums. Right? Because it's like they can't help themselves. They're doing the best with the energies that they had. So it's like you're kind of giving them an ultimatum that is not even possible, is what they're telling me. It's not even possible at that time with those energies. Okay? Or if like you're like, okay, like, in 3 months, if you don't, you know, come back to me, I'm out. I'm going to go with someone else, and, you know, whatever. Like, the only person you're jinxing is what they're saying. Jinxing, sabotaging is yourself when you give ultimatums. There's no such thing as time. Time only exists in the 3D. And we're so over 3D already, right? So, patience, my loves, patience, balance, okay? Because when you're in balance, you're not thinking about, you know, when you're in balance, you're not thinking about time. And you know, and not to say you're not feeling the time, you're like running out of patience. That's normal, okay? What I'm saying is not focusing on the time. Like, oh, my masculine and me are going to be married by July, you know, of this year, and it better happen, or else, you know, I'm not waiting around then. You know, I'll know this is about unconditional love. Okay? Yeah. It's about staying strong in your faith. Okay? Staying strong in your faith, trusting in this union, trusting that the masculine is going to turn around, trusting you're going to turn around. Feminine, you guys have work to do too. It's not just the masculine, right? You can't manifest this union in fear energy. Oh, wow. I just remembered I need to post my vibration video. I made a video about vibration, so I need to post that video. This is about being strong in your faith and knowing that a positive outcome is dependent on keeping a positive mindset. Yeah, so if you're putting fear and negative energy into this union, it's not going to happen. Sorry, it's not. So it's about releasing and transmuting that negative energy into positive energy, okay? Because you know energy does not die. So you got to transmute it. Transmutation is so important. It is so important for you to get into your power and manifest. You can't manifest when you have fear energy, negative energy. You can't. So you got to figure out, feminines, how to do this. I will help you as much as I can over, YouTube. But for some of you, like, your situations are different. You're working with different energies, This is a general reading, so I do that with my personal reading and more like coaching. So I just want to say, oh, sorry. These ads are driving me nuts, especially in the middle of, sorry, 1 second. I apologize. Okay, so yeah, trust is so important. And transmutation. So if you're feeling like, and it's normal, I don't want you to feel bad, because if you feel negative or you feel, paranoid, that's normal. It's just about transmuting that, okay? So, and some of you feel really alone and weird, like you're weird. People are making you feel weird because, like, they don't understand you, vice versa. You don't understand them. You're unique. You're not weird, okay? So this is part of your purpose. And some of you are like hard on yourselves, so they want you to be gentle with yourself, okay? You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover, yes. Some of you, it's like you want to hop on into union, but you're not ready. This takes a lot, okay? I hope some of you took, spiritual baths with this full moon. It's not late if you have not. Like sea salt baths. There's different ways you can do spiritual bath. I should make a video about that too. Okay. For the ones who are positive, if you're positive, you are being supported. Okay? You're being supported. Not that if you're negative, you're not. Okay, you guys, this is what I want to say. If you're being negative, have your guides help you to transmute that energy, okay? If you have been positive, is you get you get more doorways opening up to help you, okay, get into your power, help you to figure out ways how to manifest things into your life. How to heal. Look at this green stone. It's to heal the parts of you that need shedding, that need releasing. Okay? So yeah, your heart is healing, you guys. Okay, and for whoever uses crystals, I really want to emphasize, you guys need crystals for protection, okay? If you are an empath, okay, you need certain crystals because you're absorbing so many energies of other people. If you're down, all of a sudden you're like, what the heck's going on? It's because you're absorbing those energies. And some people could, you drain your energy, whatnot. That's why I love amethyst. This is like my favorite. So for protection and communication, okay, so make sure in any kind of work that you do, especially when you're surrounded by a lot of people, you are also, or any kind of help, like any kind of thing that you help people, any kind of job, you need this, okay? Doesn't have to be this big. I've seen bigger, okay? But I keep that to a size because this is with me when I sleep. This is actually good for communication too. So, especially for you whoever gets dreams, messages through dreams, okay? That really helps. Yeah, so whoever's working on some kind of a project, go for it with passion because this is going to be the answer to your prayers, okay? So, whatever, like, project you're working on and you're putting passion into it. When I say passion, I mean heart. You're putting your heart into it. So if your heart's in it, your prayer is going to be answered. And this goes for the other people. If you're in a job that you hate, that you can't stand, okay? Ask your guides, whoever you believe in, angels, deities, whatnot, ask them to help you find a job where your heart is in it, okay? I know some of you are stuck in jobs you hate. It's like you don't even want to get out of bed to go. This is for you. So ask, and you will be, and if you don't know what job that your heart will be in, write down some jobs that, you know, that are, that you think you can get with your, however you feel, like, you know, and then visualize you being in that job and see how you feel. And your heart will tell you if that's the job for you, okay? And some of you are going through a really rough time with anxiety, and breathing is really important when it comes to releasing anxieties. And know that these are life lessons, okay? So it's if something keeps repeating in your life, patterns, it's because you need to learn the lesson. So once you learn it, that's it. You break that pattern, okay? So you can break free from recurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessing they contain. So ask. Ask, why am I going through this again? Please let me know so I can learn what I need to learn. So I don't want this in my life anymore. This keeps repeating over and over again. What lesson am I supposed to be learning? Because you guys, before you reincarnated, you pick the lessons that you're going to learn for your soul evolution. Okay? So ask if you're going through the same patterns, if you're going through the same types of people, like sucking your energy vampires, or, you know, people who don't know what a friendship is, people who don't know what a commitment is. Why are you going through that? Ask. So you can break that pattern. Okay? I've gone through this before. Patterns of people that I attract into my life, and I've asked, and that's why I break the patterns. I've broken it. I've broken it. What? Oh my God. So funny. So yeah, I've broken it. I've braked it. Sounding like a child. For some of you who have been insecure about your physical, this is what I want to say. Some of your masculines have not, and this is the way you're looking at it. Masculines does not make you feel beautiful or pretty or handsome, whatever it is. You need to feel that without your masculine, okay? So work on that. Work on feeling beautiful. Work on pampering yourself. If you don't like the way you look, change something about it. Do something new with yourself. It could be anything. It could be like getting a new wardrobe or pampering yourself, going to the spa. You gotta make yourself feel beautiful if you don't, okay? Don't wait for someone else to give you compliments, is what they're telling me. This resonates with a few people. You have to feel beautiful on your own. Because when you feel beautiful, it's like people think you're beautiful. That's how it is. That's what you attract. When you are beauty, you attract beauty. Okay? And you're unique. If you look different than other people around you, that's fine. It's really interesting how this is coming up a lot, like the black sheep. If you are the black sheep of the family, if you are the black sheep of, you know, whatever, your circle of friends, whatever it is, you're supposed to be, okay? So don't try to conform and be like everyone else. You're supposed to be. It's because you're unique. You're unconventional, okay? This is why you're here. You're supposed to be unique. You're supposed to be different. You're supposed to be the black sheep, okay? That's where your beauty is. That's why you're authentic. That's why you're unique. It has to do with you, why you're here, and your purpose. So stop beating up on yourself or stop feeling weird because, you know, you're not like everyone else. That's actually awesome. You don't want to be like everyone else. I don't know. I don't want to be like everyone else. So that's why people call me weird. So yeah, when it comes to masculines, guys, masculines are closing our karmic cycles. They are manifesting new lifestyles, releasing. They are healing. They're coming out of hostilities, okay? Where did I get that? They are going through anxiety and overthinking just like you are. That's why sometimes you feel that energy really heavy. Holding their heart, okay? Because their heart chakras are activating. And their portal is opening to higher self. So it is really about coming into their own. Coming into themselves, the real masculine. This is amazing. This is beautiful. I'm so happy for this group. I love it. And it's because the masculines that I'm talking about, it's like they kind of shut down for a while. You were not in connection with them, and they focused on their, where is that card? God. Their healing. They focused on their healing. Yeah, they opened the door to that personal healing and happiness, okay? Realizing that not everything is, you know, about practical, about money, about finances, about, you know, whatever. They took, when the portal opened, it's like they listened. They have not listened in the past, but they realized that they need to heal. And some of you inspired them to do that healing. I just want to let you know, to those who are watching that are more awake, I should say, than the masculine, it's because you inspired them. They remember what you said about certain things, on how they need to focus on this or how they need to change this part of their lives. You might not know it, but you did. You inspired them, feminine. So that's why they took the steps to healing. So if you did not receive, you know, messages back or whatnot, it's because they were focusing on their healing. That's what you need. Okay? So, and I want to emphasize this, like I was saying earlier, how masculines don't know how to express themselves, how they feel, and when they're going through chaos or whatnot. A lot of them are going through chaos, like lifestyles right now, trying to change their lifestyles. So when they're going through this stress, that's why they're shutting down. You have to shut down, okay, feminines? This is one thing a lot of you do not understand, that you have to cut communication and go within to heal. It's so hard to heal when the masculine is next to you, and vice versa. It's hard to heal for the masculine to heal when you're next to them. That's why there has to be balance. Balance. You can't do that all at once. There's too many energies going around. It's overwhelming you, if that's what it is. So if your masculines have shut down, it's because they've opened the door to healing. For some of you, you will be very surprised because you're not in communication with them, so you don't know exactly what's going on, but they are healing because they're listening. They're coming into their own, okay? Their real consciousness is what I want to say. Higher self, okay? Slowly but surely, they are. A lot of you will be shocked once you communicate with them. Surprised. I love it. But this is a really good surprise, okay? This is like an amazing surprise. It's going to be for a lot of you, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this and it's helped you in some way. If it has, make sure to like and subscribe. And I wish you all a beautiful weekend, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye.